Hey guys, welcome back to another deliberate RBLX video. Today, this is a bit different. I mean, if people, many people don't know much about pilot training, because I'm just going to switch the tab here for a second. I click on pilot training. It only has 638 people playing right now, and I think that's around the average. Only 35 million people have been playing, and so yeah, and it's not that popular in Roblox, but it's a pretty interesting game, and I think everybody should play it once a time if they love aviation. It's like a cheaper alternative if you're like a starter to Roblox. I mean, if you're a starter to aviation, you're not much of an expert. And so, yeah. Deliberate Roblox. And we're going to learn a cut today. So first of all, pushback. Pushback's pretty important. Many people just start the game and they totally forget about it. So to start it, obviously you press P. You guys should already know how to enter and all that, and follow these taxi lines. People just take off on the taxiway like a noob. It's so weird. It's terrible. Sometimes, if the taxiway is not long enough, you'll most likely just crash into something. Like, let's say somebody takes off at St. Barthélemy on the taxiway. Watch my landing a Boeing 737 at St. Bart's in Roblox PTFS flight sim video. As you can see, it's a pretty small runway. Same thing with Lukla. Imagine someone takes off on the taxiway there, although there's barely any taxiway. Oh my god, we're about to... And also, one thing I found really annoying is that sometimes people tend to go too fast on the taxiway. Sometimes they just skid off. Once you're on the tarmac, your speed should be within 4 to 17 knots. But once you're not on the tarmac, so like the area with a lot off the area with there's no grass. I don't know how to explain it, but whatever. So yeah, like that. So, yeah, and then once you're over here, not on the tarmac where I am right now. So, yeah, that's kind of so like you should go like if it's a long why am I saying like so much? It's like, oh my god, I'm saying like once again. Okay, I'm trying not to say like now. So if you're on one of these long taxiways, like right here where my cursor is, if you guys can see it, and then also where I am right now, I'm stopped at the hold line right now. Yeah, you can go up to 20 knots right there, finally. And also stop at the hold line, like where I am right now. Another thing that you might find very annoying if you're not in a private server. People sometimes might have accidentally pressed toggle names or don't pay attention to the names. And then they say that there's something in, and then they ask permission to land or something even when there's no tower. And I find that like really annoying. Like sometimes it fills up your whole chat. Oh yeah, and this, takeoff. Once you take off, don't go to like a lower speed like that. Go full throttle. And also, I forgot what to say. Anyway, once you take off, start stabilizing. Once you're at a certain altitude, you can slow your descent rate like this. And then you can tilt this way. If you want to climb, pay attention to how far your destination is. If you don't know how far your destination is, take a pretty fast plane that's free if you have no Robux, or get into the group. Link will be in the description. It'll take about a day for you to join. Yeah. It'll take about a day for you to join the group, and then you'll have access to the Concord and the F4 Phantom. And I think the Chinook, maybe. Yeah, no Chinook, sorry. So, like, obviously, you probably, if you start the game, you're probably wondering how I spin like this. Well, I mean, if you just started the game, you probably don't know that you could just press C for cruising, and then it'll set your plane going in a straight line with the same exact directions you put it in. For example, say we pointed it downwards like this. It'll just keep going downwards. You can't set. It's kind of like autopilot, but it's not autopilot. To learn how to use it, but you'll learn how to use it in this episode. I chose a medium distance, but I'm trying to take as long as possible. I'm also trying to keep it at a minimum amount of possible so that, keep the video stable and easy to upload. And I might be talking a bit faster today. I don't know why. I've been talking a bit faster today for some reason. Anyway, so like I say anyway a lot this day in this video. So like most people just like think that they can do it straight and it'll be easy. Well, no, that's really hard, by the way. Like, I mean, like, seriously, try to do this. And I did it right now, but I'm still descending, and it'll start off, like, if you're as straight as possible, it'll start off with the descent being a bit slow, but eventually the descent will keep on dropping like that. Like, it'll slowly get faster and faster. So once you want to do that, once you want to cruise, we're almost at our destination, but I'm still doing it anyway. Once you want to cruise, if you want to cruise, point a bit upward, just a bit, this. So we're landing right now, so I'll just do that, like real quick. And pay attention to this mini map. If you don't know where the runways are and you haven't gone to like almost every airport in this game, use the little magnifying glass on the mini map and try to spot an airport that you're close to. Also, for some reason, people just tend to do this weird sharp turn while going to the runway. But no, that's just going to create a bank angle, and you don't want a bank angle. Reduce your throttle to just about halfway when you're on final cruise. I mean, I could just call it final cruise. It's like the part of your descent that's like not long final and not cruise, right? Like just after you start descending, like that. But then once you're on long final, reduce your throttle to about a quarter. A bit too high, so I'll just point down, but never do it like that. In fact, this should be the descent. So align with the runway as much. This is short final we're on right now. So yeah, I'm banking a little, but that shouldn't happen. And that was a really rough landing. I'll just go around the airport once again. Oh yeah, I remember what I said for takeoff. So many people, if you just start, some people just take off like this. Like they think that they can take off like that. Oh no, that won't work. like if you do this, it actually for some reason points your plane down. I think they might fix it in a later update or something. So basically we're just gonna take a turn around right here. It's the best thing to do if you're doing a go around. Altitude right now should actually be way lower. It should be at like maybe 200 feet. Actually no, like maybe 400, but whatever. I'm just gonna go down to 400 feet. Okay, I'm already there. Actually, I should go way lower. Okay, I'm just gonna go down to 200 feet. And the best landing speed in the game is around 110 knots. So, actually never turn on reverse thrust in midair, but I was going a bit too fast, so I'll do that. And once you're just a bit off the ground, put your cursor a little up. Just a tiny bit, so that these rear wheels will touch ground first. Then that's called a butter. And then eventually bring your nose gear down. That's called a butter. I just said that's called a butter 2 times, but whatever. Now I'm gonna turn this way just a bit. Oh yeah, if you're going like maybe at 120 knots or something, right before your touchdown, turn on reverse thrust. Like once you're at like an altitude of maybe 2 feet above the runway altitude, do it. And so, yeah. Now I'm gonna do the gate parking lesson. This won't take so long. As you can see, we're traveling at 24 knots right here. I can increase the speed a bit. Okay, never mind, I can't. Now that we're going on the tarmac, I'm gonna decrease the speed. I'm still going a bit too fast. I shouldn't have done that. So I'll just skip ahead to these taxi lines like this. Just go over here. Sorry for the key clacking. Just needed to get at a good speed. So now I'm gonna tilt this way. Like this. And use your plane like this. Let go, like put your camera upwards. Once you notice that your plane is completely covered with it, with this, that's the gate. Jump out. If you have passengers, this is like necessary. And then see if you can go in. In Larnaca, I can go in. Eventually get out of the plane. Okay, that was kind of realistic, except we were going a bit too fast. Get back in the plane. This is a Boeing 737. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like and sub. And yeets 55 out of 100. If you don't say yeets 55 out of 100 once in your life, good luck with life. Because you're the deliberate Robloxian. Deliberate. So yeah, thanks for watching. Oh my god. They have like weird little areas where you can't use the emotes. So yeah, thanks for watching and bye. Sub plus like equals $1,000,000. Bye. Yeet.